Went out on the fucking episode. Anyways, I'd like to introduce my co-commentator, Corner Flag Games. Say good day, man.
Hi guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games.
Well, is that all? Is that your introduction?
Well, I'm on your Discord, so they should already know who I am.
No, introduce yourself to the subscribers, people that don't know you. You wombat.
Hello Tomahawk subscribers. Hello Tomahawk subscribers that don't know me. My name is Ben. I run a YouTube channel called Corner Flag Games, focusing mainly on FIFA, at the moment FIFA 17 content, and soon to be sprinkled in Football Manager content as well, and FIFA 18 once it decides to drop on our lovely shores. I generally upload one video a week. I'm here giving Tomo a hand to commentate on his F1, considering I have 4 days of F1 knowledge, so this is going to be very good, and there's going to be lots of banter.
Alright, so I'll let you now introduce the backstory to the driver, but I'll just natter away with it while I select the team and select my teammate and start the career.
Not a problem. Okay guys, so a bit of backstory here. Maximov Tatarov, son of the Russian business king behind one of Russia's biggest vodka brands, and the aunt of Maxwell Tomisi, makes his debut in tonight's episode. On March the 27th he was born. He grew up with the smell of petrol and vodka all around his father's vodka factory, which also had a full-size go-kart racing track and a short course for road cars and race cars. Lured away by the smell of more money in the F1 and motorsport industry, with Papa Tatarov seeing the limited success of Vitaly Petrov and Danny Kvyat's brief spell at Red Bull, Papa Tatarov, Andreev Antonov Tatarov, got his son into the best training grounds for youth.
Oh, you got that wrong, Tatarov, mate.
Oh, I got it wrong!
Continue
anyway,
on.
got his son into the best training grounds for youth motorsport prospects in Europe. He won his first major go-kart championship and worked his way up to F2. After winning the F2 at Tatarov Motorsport, he now steps into the limelight. Can he handle F1? We'll find out soon enough.
Alright, I'm gonna leave traction control on my 2016 setup, just until I get more used to the game. And I can dial it back to where I feel comfortable out later. Let's see, race settings, flashbacks
I might actually want to,
in case I have a connection problem or my controller dies or something, so that's only why that is on. Vehicle damage on full, regular, quarter cutting, manual, race starts. I need to find the bloody thing for controller settings. Where are my controller settings?
while you're going through your controller settings, it might be a smart idea if I actually opened up the live stream to watch.
Yeah. Maybe I have to pause it in the middle of the game.
That seems a bit weird.
Change it in the game. I probably should have done that before I went into the career mode. Anyways, continuing on with the practice session.
Teething problems, we've had plenty of those tonight.
There, so is there any questions that you have, or if there's anyone watching of any questions? But first I'll see if my co-commentator wants to ask me something in an interview style.
Sure, not a problem. I've got a few questions here for you. What are your feelings on getting the Renault test drive?
Hang on, I'll answer that after we hear this little cutscene with Emma.
Ah, yes,
so
the cutscene.
let's just let it play out.
Goodbye. No one ever just signs the contract. Anyway, thanks for coming by on such short notice. I just needed to cover up things with you before you race. Firstly, as requested, a contract. It's a rolling deal. However, the team reserves right.
God, the graphics look good.
Sweeten the deal. I'm also looking to get you into some invitations throughout the season. Experience and exposure. Now then.
Alright, so we got a new contract here. Welcome to Renault Sport Formula 1 team. We are delighted to have you on board. We look forward to working closely with you over the upcoming season. I will start as their second driver alongside Nico Hulkenberg. We expect you to work together to help develop the team and car as quickly as possible. Now let's get out there and get some points. Let's have a look at our laptop now, shall we? Laptop introduction.
So from what I'm seeing so far, it looks very much the same as F1 2016.
Yeah, there is a bit of similarities, but it has had a massive overhaul. Oh shit, am I just posting shit to you? Whoops, I'm trying to put the stuff on the Discord.
Oh.
Whoopsie doos.
Whoopsie
Give me a second.
doodles.
I gotta press thingies. I'm trying to get the information out on the Discord, you know.
Yeah.
Because while I'm at it, before we continue and get into the actual race, I'll give while we're mucking around with all this shit, gives people time to come in to the stream. I'll put out the Discord link for people. Alright, so they've overhauled the interfaces. It's very similar, but it's a lot more better, I reckon.
A lot more better?
Yep, a
That's
lot more
good
better.
English.
So, my abbreviation name is still MXT because I've gone from being Maximov Tatarov's cousin, Maxwell Tomisi, who I've retired from the F1 arena, and he might show up again later. In another game, who knows. But anyways, so that's my performance screen there, and my rivalry screen, my updates and news feeds, personal details, and so we now go on to vehicle management. So this is the biggest change. There are 6 component types that make up the power unit as a whole. Each component type has its own vulnerabilities which contribute to wear, so driving style and circuit type will be key factors in how long each component can last. As a component becomes worn, it will have negative side effects which will have pronounced effects on the vehicle performance. Component lifespan can be drastically improved through purchasing the R&D upgrades in the durability department. And as per the official regulations, there are 4 instances of each component type to last a session. These can be freely swapped between sessions, or in some cases even during sessions, but doing so will have a time cost, so you need to figure out how to balance that, but so you don't hurt yourself for the next session. But yeah, should the need for additional components arise, more can be requested, but will result in penalties. And I can say that to you now, with my driving style, there's probably going to be a fair bit of that, so I'll hand you back over to my co-commentator as I go and fiddle with my components and my upgrades.
Okay guys, so handing it back off to me here while we're sitting up in the commentary box. So, guys, post in the live chat below, where do you think he's going to finish? I think that's the first and most important question that we need to be asking. G'day, SKZ. Welcome to the live stream.
Pardon me, still got the old flu, trying to get rid of it. Where are the upgrades?
I know that feeling. I've had a chest infection for about 4.5 weeks now.
Fix fit component. Exit laptop. I can't seem to find my upgrade screen. So I don't know, mate. That's the tutorials. We don't want the tutorials. Overview. Maybe they don't give you the resource points screen straight away, which is different. So, okay, so that's my I've got my tire allocation here. That's new. That wasn't in vehicle management before. No. Interesting. I like that. Gearbox. Okay. All right. Okay. Go to practice 1. The face cam I actually want to make smaller for the FIFA episodes, SKZ. and I want to have it where it doesn't get in the way of when you're trying to change and choose your free kick taker. Yeah, it's always in the fucking way. But anyway, enough of FIFA, this is Formula 1, let's talk about that. Okay, we've got a garage tutorial, so as always this is where we manage our options for tyres, qualifying and practice programs and all that sort of thing. There's 2 new ones now and we'll get to that in a minute. So let's have a look and I'll describe that. Track acclimatization is pretty much the same as last year, I would imagine. Tyre management is also returning. Fuel saving is the first new one, and this one you've got to lift and coast and short shift and all kinds of things and manage your fuel. So I dare say I'm going to struggle at that one, like with tyre management, because my aggressive style doesn't really do fuel saving or tyre managing. Qualifying pace.
Well, that's one way of putting
the
it.
Same normal thing. Race strategy. Here's another one which might struggle to get my head around. So I've got to get a benchmark for the wear of tyre and fuel usage. Is kind of a mix of the other two that I'm shit at. So let that sink in. All right, so. Fast sector 2, clean lap, top speed, low fuel, DRS. So I'll be doing, as always, I always do the track acclimatization first, but let me load my base setup that I did in, I had a brief practice race where I only did 15 laps and 1 qualifying lap, so I've had very limited time to get the handle of things. Okay, so that's my setup. You know, you can pipe up when I stop talking, because when I leave those...
Oh, of course!
When I leave those silent spaces, that's where you're supposed to pipe up, and you know what I mean? That's how commentary works!
Silent spaces.
G'day, Hogbuster! Alrighty, so soft tyre is what they're going to give us, and yeah, alright, let's go do our first practice program.
Practices. These are good fun.
After
I
I've
like
done
how
this
you were
practice,
describing your...
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I like how you were describing your aggressive driving style.
Yeah?
I tell you what, you drive like that down Albert Park Circuit. During non-GP times, there are always cops there.
True.
I used to have to drive that way.
Didn't they catch Hamilton for hooning like that before?
More than likely, yes.
One year, I think Hamilton got in trouble for hooning.
I think he might have. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah. It's not only a racetrack for F1 drivers, it's also a racetrack for the everyday Melbourne people that drive through it, i.e. being a Melbourne person.
We've binned it in our first session!
Oh no!
So it looks like practice 2 is gonna be our, is going to be not the second episode now.
Oh, what a fantastic crash!
I've overcooked it, got it all wobbly there, and bam! That's all she wrote, lads.
Overcooked it. In the words of Gordon Ramsay, mate, you cremated it.
Well, that's how we go. I don't normally do the practice sessions live, so whatever happens, happens, and I have no flashbacks. The only time I'm allowed a flashback is if the cat jumps on me and it knocks my controller out of my hand, or I lose power to the controller, or some kind of external circumstance happens.
This is why I have mine connected to my PS4 currently charging.
Yeah, well, I can't have the thingy because of where the PS4 is turned. If I move my hands around, which I do sometimes when I'm driving, when I get excited, I could tear the thing out and topple the PS4 over, because there's a table leg and my computer in the way. So our teammate did a 128 and was 10th. So we have possible top 10 pace. Not the best start by the Russian. Maybe he's a bit under pressure to live up to his cousin's previous track record of some race wins in his second season. And we don't know what's happening there with his career. It's going to be in the background sort of thing, because we're now focusing on the new game and the new lad. Alright, so let's advance to the next session, shall we?
Oh, I didn't realise. Hulkbuster's a DK watcher.
Yeah, he is. I met him through Sparring DK's Football Manager 17 streams.
Ah, I've jumped in on a few of those before as well. Not too many. He doesn't tend to do it very much anymore.
Which is a shame, because I only tend to play that game when Sparring DK streams.
I've got it. But, yeah, I was the lucky contestant that got an upgrade on a player in episode 31.
Cool.
Just under my other YouTube account name.
Yeah. Alright, we've got another cutscene, let's let that play out.
So I have to spend more time checking reports, less time hunting you down in the hospitality suite. To that end. Sorry.
Is it just me, or is my game sound very low?
Yeah. Chris
I've got to figure out a way to bump that up, maybe.
Yes, it does sound very low.
Alright. I'll have a look, see if I can find the option to up the cutscene audio.
Sorry about that. As I was saying, we set up a desk. You get onto the network from your
Can't really do it for this one.
and let us know how you want to use the data you collected over the weekend and through the practice programs. Also, bear in mind that the news from the factory is good. Sometimes tests fail, like you see just
Again, teething problems.
Oh, that's right, you got to wait for this cutscene with Chris, the upgrade guy, before you get the upgrade to Higgly's, isn't it? The resource points. So, yeah, we got some resource points, even though we binned it. Alright, so upgrades. View the R&D tree. Here we go. This is the spider monkey web. Spider monkey web. I'm a monkey, and this is a spider web. So there we go. That's what I'm going to call it. The spider monkey web. That's what I'm going to refer to it. So it's you can go in for durability, chassis, aerodynamics, powertrain. I'm going to go for durability, knowing I'm going to fuck shit up. Okay, so I'm going to go for the first link in the chain of general wear. Bam, that's that done. That's electronics, MGUK, which is your motor generated kinetic, which gains you an extra 80 horsepower, and when it's discharging as an engine. And yeah, so that collects stuff like from your braking and that sort of thing. And your MGUH, which is your motor generated unit heat, collects heat from your turbo and that kind of thing from the engine, and that can also discharge an extra 80 horsepower, which gives you a combined boast of 160 brake horsepower during the course of a lap. You get that for 33 seconds, but it has to charge, so you don't always have it. So you'll be doing some charging up, and your little red light will flash at the back of the car to show that you're charging up. You're not currently in a discharge phase of extra power, and that gives the driver behind a little bit of a glimmer to try to have a crack maybe, and he knows that you might be a little bit slower because of the engine that's doing that. So we're going to go... Oh, it's unavailable yet. We can't get that. We can't get those yet. Alright, so we gotta wait for that one to come through before we can start going for those things. Alright, so... And now we're gonna go to the powertrain, but there's things here on the side which give us efficiency for the upgrades. So, on the engine. So, what I'm gonna do is develop the first one. And the quality control will develop the first one. And then we got to wait for those ones to come through before we can... Ion, I can go to the next one. Aha! Insufficient resource points. Okay. We can do that one. This is the last one, but I want to go in that direction towards the... we can't. Alright, we might as well go more on the quality control. So I've basically spent most of my points on the departments in the engine because I really want the engine to get going good. Was I able to... Oh no. No, I'm not able to go any further there. Alright, so we've spent all our points now on those things. Setting up for engine development is my first thing I'm going to focus on. Alright. So now we flip over to R&D in progress and we can see we've got general wear is going to come to us at the China race. So it's going to take a couple of races instead of at the next race. So I like that. It's going to take longer to upgrade the car and become really competitive. That's our progress history. And so yeah, let's get out of this. Oh, hang on, that's our that's our newsfeed tab. That's the upgrades. Power unit reputation level. So this is new. This tells you how things are going for your reputation with the other teams. So does it? I'm not sure where the ranking for the upgrades are. Oh, there it is. Vehicle performance current. So if we were to fully upgrade this car, or win the championship, or win a constructors, or my drive wins a constructors, I would have to try to somehow get a job with Sauber. That is how the Journeyman challenge works, and we do the same thing with them. And then move on to the next bottom team. So that's why it's called Journeyman, because I'm journeying from team to team to try to win a championship with each team before we have the other driver, our teammate, win the drivers before us, or the constructors, or we upgrade the car to its maximum. Alright, so that is how it works. Driver standings, constructor standings, that's all pretty normal. The seasons stuff. Alright, so that's everything we've gone through. Now straight to the next race. Yeah, well, Hulkbuster, the way I'm doing the Journeyman, we'll only get to Red Bull in this particular series if they are the lowest upgraded car. But that said, I have another series in the pipeline that I'm going to be doing as a filler to this one. It's going to be called For Life, and I might be doing Sauber as the first team. So Sauber could be Sauber for life, or I could do a Red Bull for life, and that's basically I do the whole 10 seasons with the one team. But I'm not going to bring that one in until about a couple months down the road, maybe, or at the end of this one. I haven't quite decided. So anyway, let's go to the practice session. Alright,
Renault seemed to sit a lot higher. Renault seemed to sit a lot higher in the vehicle performance comparisons area than where they did in the previous game.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I thought I was going to have much more of a struggle on my hands. In the practice race I did, managed to come 7th after 15 laps.
You also managed to bin it.
Yeah, in the first practice session. Let's not go there. Alright, let's try track acclimatization again.
So, things are going to start heating up now that you've got all these training things to do and very little practice sessions to do them in now.
Yeah, I've lost one session running because of that. So I'm going to have to be a little bit less leery on my lower pedal.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that was you that did it first and not me.
My burp is now famous on the channel, apparently, according to one of the
It
lads.
should be. Where are the lads? Good to see the DRS make their reappearance again too.
Yep.
And I'm going to do it, but shout out to all the Melbourne people.
Ah, fuck
Because it
me
is
tits, I
Albert
missed
Park
it.
and I am from Melbourne.
Whoa, we nearly did the same thing there.
On the exact same corner.
Yep, that corner is a bit tricky. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get round it a different way, because my normal way I was having some issues with it in the practice race too. Whoops.
The track looks relatively the same.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
it's
graphic-wise.
a bit graphically updated, but there isn't too much difference to add because it hasn't changed that much in the year's shit. Got a little bit wobbly there.
Oh
Whoa.
no, it hasn't.
Whoa.
And now
Fuck
they
me
want to make it a
tits.
twilight race.
I know. Oh, mowing the grass there, fucking hell. Shit me tits, eh?
Whoa, he's in the grass.
I've never had such a Larry first practice session. Oh, no, 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 no. We've gone around again.
Oh. Oh, that's no good.
Gotta try and give me some room so I can get the right amount of pace going into that gate.
It's looking dangerously red now too.
Disqualified from session, wrong way. Oh, you're kidding me? Alright,
Oh.
I'm gonna flash back because I didn't know you can't reverse up. Okay, that's where I'm gonna have to go from the flashback. Okay, fuck me tits. They don't let you have much leeway to fix your shit up, do they? Alright. We'll just miss that gate. We're having a Jolene Palmer session. For sure. Oh, fuck me, it's too slow there. I think it's coming off corners. I'm getting massive oversteer. I think I'm not used to it. I think that's a trait of the new cars. I think it's a lot of people losing it out of corners in the first few sessions in Albert Park in real life. I think they've translated that into the
rings some
game.
new bells.
And I think that's what I'm not living with, because I'm used to having massive understeer problems, and I've never had to dial oversteer out of my car because I could control the oversteer on the old cars, because I actually liked oversteer on the old cars. But this is way more than what I like to have. So I'm gonna have to find something in the setup to dial it back. Maybe I'm gonna have to move some ballast forward, because I've got it set up to my F1 2016 ballast setting, and it doesn't seem to be working. Not sure what else I could do for the oversteer, understeer settings. So if there's anyone in the stream that has any clue about setup, I would appreciate the help. Ooh.
I tell you
Oh,
what, the car does
Magnussen.
look fantastic.
I know, I'm loving the black and the yellow.
More so than the bright Larry yellow.
Yeah. I like the old banana cars, but this one is a nicer look to it. Oh, I missed the DRS points there, because I was going off the track again. We're still not getting enough points.
Push, 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 push.
I hope I got the DRS in the right time there. There we go, I'm a bit more cautious in that corner. Oof.
Don't worry,
There we go.
Hulkbuster. More will join soon.
Yeah, I think what I might do is package all the practice sessions into one episode instead of what I originally was planning to do. Each was going to be an episode unto itself. But yeah, qualifying in the race we might package together as an episode as well. So instead of having 5 episodes, it's going to be 2 to open this race. Since that bingle that I had in the first session.
That wasn't a bingle, that was a smash.
Oh, to me it was a bit of a bingle. Oh, I've gone too much on the slowing down there. Right, when we complete this program, gonna do something, bit of fan service, or no, not fan service, fan appreciation or subscriber appreciation, whatever you want to call it. Oh, did we get enough points? Yes, we completed it.
Come on!
So, let's see, what is my camera? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out buttons. No, that's not it. That's the, thingy. No, that's that thingy. Oh, I'm trying to remember what hang on.
Woo!
Controller. Where's my controller settings? Controller? Controller? Custom controls, here we go. Edit. I need to engage the, I hope this is the right button, whoops. I hope manual clutch. What? No, that's not what I want. Edit. What did I do? Here we go. Unassigned button. There we go. Manual clutch. I hope that's for the pit stops. Just check that I've got everything else right now. What is the change camera? Ah, R1.
Right bumper?
Yeah, it's the R control stick. So I said I was going to do a T-cam view. I'm not sure which one is that, which one's the T-cam? Is that the T-cam or is that the T-cam? I think it's this one. No. That one. No. Is that it? Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna this is very different to me. It just doesn't feel right to me at all. But I'm gonna do a lap just for what's his name? Is it Gamer69 or is it the other lad?
Is this one of the blokes that always complains about the camera angles?
Yeah, but he still comes in and loves watching it.
Well, that's good.
I think he likes my crazy personality and while driving, maybe.
Well, yeah, your crazy
hope
personality is very far different from my very straight-laced news reporter, very sounding voice.
Ooh, fuck me tits! I nearly went all the way to Wobbliesville there. Oh man, this is hurting my brain. Ah! It's scaring me fucking shit out of me pants almost. Fuck,
I'm scared
mate.
just watching.
I could not do this. Any of these close-up views. Oh my god. Well, I feel like I'm gonna shit myself or piss me pants. Fuck.
See, I'm like you. I prefer the view behind the car because I've played so many old
There we
Need for
go.
Speed
I've done
games.
a
I've never
lap
really played
for ya
F1.
in that camera, and I'm gonna have a heart attack now. Oh, I hope you're happy there, lads, that complain about the fucking camera. Oh my god. I think I need
they'll
a
complain
fucking
about my
vodka
news reporter
shot.
voice.
What's up?
I've got beer.
Alright, so...
They're going to complain about my newsreader voice.
Alright, on to the tyre management. So for the tyre management, I put a, what's this? Oh, fuck, repairs are being made to me car. Shit me tits. Oh, there's a repair timer there. That's new, I didn't notice that. Because remember in the old one, they show you a little thing and they speed the repairs up.
Oh, there it is. That repair time, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Typing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just putting in a little bit of infos into the chat.
Yeah, I've got the chat on pop out so I can monitor it.
No worries, I'm just catching a breather because, oh man, that camera scared the shit out of me.
It's very leery.
I just don't feel right driving that at all. I can't brain compute it.
Like I said, I'm used to a lot of the old Need for Speed games and all the car racing games where you have that massive view behind the car, so you can see absolutely everything.
So, yeah, so what I'm just typing in, as well as I'm going to say it, I wanted to show how I go about how I set up for a race episode, and we're only seeing this because it's a new game and it's my home race, and I'm mirroring the Channel 10 and Foxtel TV coverage. So, how long have we been going for? Does anyone know?
I'll have a look. Bear with me a sec.
Because the time length is what's going to dictate whether we break up Practice 3 and qualifying into a separate episode and race a separate episode.
We've started 38 minutes ago.
Alright, so the set limit for an episode that I want to do is 45 minutes to an hour, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, for the when I do the tire wear thing, I do this silly dynamic racing line just so that I can have a snowflake's chance in hell of actually getting some points out of the fucking tire wear. Oh shit, me tits!
Whee!
We got a bit too adventurous on the old welly. Loud pedal. Alrighty.
The loud pedal. Is that also referred to as the go pedal and the forward pedal and the speed
accelerator.
up pedal? The accelerator, that's the word I'm looking for.
Oh shit,
see,
me
and
tits.
I've had a real license for 10 years, I should know what it's called.
We got really wobbly there. I'm gonna have to make some changes to the handling. That's right, I was supposed to fucking do that before, wasn't I?
Wobbly under braking or wobbly at high speed?
It was wobbly on everything there.
So just general wobbly.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put some extra downforce. Gonna go 75 on that. Leave that alone. Gonna go for a little bit extra on the suspension.
And your friend the repair time is back.
On the what's a do bit. We'll stick that as is, but we're gonna go 2 clicks, actually 3 clicks down. Yeah, we'll go 3 clicks down on the ballast, and we'll see if that helps me with my troubles getting my head around the new cars. So.
Why do I get the feeling that that new damage repair time is going to be your new best friend?
Probably.
That's alright, it's all a learning curve.
There, it's under acceleration I'm having the issues.
Which means you have to put your foot on the gas. There's another word for a forward pedal. Gas!
Here we go, DRS open. Try it again. If you don't succeed, try again.
Or in your case, smash then try again.
Yeah.
People don't watch F1 for the driving, they watch it for all the crashes. I just like watching the scenery go by in the Albert Park race, because it looks nothing like
I don't think
Melbourne.
I'm going to score any points. I can't seem to balance tyre wear and getting to easier exits and stuff. I'm losing a lot of time, somehow. Trying to keep the bloody thing in the green. Yeah, they've made the tyre wear test a lot harder, because I could actually get the old tyre wear test on the old Melbourne circuit on 2016 game. I never had problems with the timer. Seems
Yeah,
to be a bit
I never had
behind
problems
eight ball
with it either. I never had problems with the timer either in the tyre wear tests.
on it. Alright, I think might abandon it. Yeah, and just go straight on to the next one, yeah?
May as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get used to it off air for the next episode. So, we need to get rid of that assist now, because that's only for that program only. So that can piss off now. This is what takes me the time in setting up for an episode. Oh, pit lane spit limiter. Pit lane speed limiter. Pit lane
Spit
speed
limiter?
limiter. Speed limiter. Yeah, you gotta have a spit limiter in case you get llamas coming through the pit lane.
Oh, llama llama ding dong.
Llama duck. So now we're gonna go on to the fuel saving one. I dare say that's the one we're gonna fail and abandon as well. And if we've got enough time, we'll try and knock off the strategy one as well, so we can concentrate on qualifying and getting my setup right so that I feel nicer in the car. I'm having a lot more trouble than I did initially in the practice race, so that's interesting. That's what's going on at the moment. Alright, so let's see if I can save fuel.
Why do I get the feeling that that's not going to happen?
I don't know. What's on standard? I wanted to go to lean. Won't let you cheat with lean.
Oh, that's not
How
fair.
rude.
So, how is your current setup at the moment?
What do you mean?
How is it set up for the fuel saving practice race?
In terms of car setup,
Yes.
I haven't changed anything. I've only tried to dial out some oversteer so that I can get around the corners better. It's not looking
interesting.
good. It looks like I'm going to get an invalidated lap time because I'm too slow and I'm into the red on the fuel saving.
Well, those two facts cancel each other out.
Yeah, I know. So it looks like what they've done is they've basically set it up to make me a much angrier person in the practice sessions. And so if you wonder why I might have some crashes in the races, well, now you know it's because I've got some road rage issues going on in my head.
But with all those changes, it does make for viewing very, very entertaining.
But if I get my head round the racing, I can feel that the cars feel much more better suited to my style once I dial out that problem on acceleration. Because as the practice race went on, I was able to get more and more confidence. Oh, I got good fuel saving, but failed on the time.
Yeah, failed on the time, but not by an overly
I'm
exorbitant
gonna
amount.
just drive it how I normally fucking drive now. See how that goes.
Bottom of the red.
I'm gonna give this one a bit more, because this is a new one. I'm gonna give this one a bit more of a shot than I would with the tyre wear. I get shitty with the tyre wear after one lap, and I say fuck it. That's not gonna change, but this one is new.
So all is in the green except for your poor fuel saving.
Yeah. If I can gain time up my sleeve, I can maybe try lift and coast a bit more. And we'll see how we go.
Ooh. And there he is. He's warning for corner cutting. Well, to be honest, I don't think your fuel saving's that bad.
It's not too bad. I'm just a little bit in the red.
Yeah, the meter says otherwise, but I don't think you've gone particularly like overly leery or accelerating out of corners early or anything that might
I think the changes I've
consume
made
any more fuel.
to the setup, I'm not feeling as much craziness out of the corner under acceleration. I think I might have found the sweet spot for me. Starting to feel a bit more stable in the car now.
Bit more natural.
Yeah, starting to feel like, yeah, I can push this shit and go a bit for the lap time.
And the minute you push it is when you push it into a wall.
Nah, we're not going to do that again.
I like how
hope
you
not.
referred to that one as again. Oh, there we are. We're in the green. It's not actually going that too. It's not actually that bad. Like you're bordering the cusp of red and green.
I love how it rolls into that corner under braking into the hairpins. It feels like the car's sliding around and giving you some extra cornering.
The nose looks fairly firm going into that too.
Because I like a car that slides into a hairpin and then I straighten it up and away we go. Like, oh, that wasn't as good with it. But I hope you figure out what I'm talking about. Do you see how sort of like the rear end is helping me point the front end in a little bit?
Yeah, it's sort of like drifting, but not Larry back tail out drifting.
Yeah, it's just subtle enough to help me get into the corner and get on the loud pedal earlier. Because that's what I like to do. I like to slide it in and then push it out with gusto.
But in saying that as well, with that slipperiness in the back as well, you'll find that you'll tend to wear your rear tyres a bit more.
Yeah, true, but like I said, I don't really care about tyres. If I can go faster, I'll make up ground on the track to deal with the extra pit stop.
Yeah. You'll make your ground in the other corners.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to come into the pits now and have a crack at the next program.
Fantastic. All in all, a very successful fuel-saving trial.
Why is pit lane speed limiter not coming on? Preferences.
I was about to say, I thought you turned it on.
Customize controls. I do have it on. Let's have a look at the Tatarov control. Edit. Where is the pit lane speed limiter button thingy? Yeah, it's there. This must be a setting in the in one of the other settings to do with the Grand Prix or whatnot. So let's see. Race settings. It won't let me change that. Let's see. Driver level. No, that's not it. Flashbacks, no. Park permit. Vehicle damage, safety car rules. No, it's not in that one. Is it in assists? Have I got something that's... Pit assist is off. Pit release assist is on. So maybe I got to turn that off to get the get out of the pit box myself. That's on manual. I can't find the pit speed limiter option. I want that to be so that I'm in control of the pit lane speed limiter. It worked for me in the single race mode. Why is it not working in this mode? So, is there anyone watching that knows what I'm looking for? It's not customized controls. Telemetry, no.
By the way, you do realise you're racing in miles an hour?
Really?
Yes.
Where is that?
I saw it coming into the pit lane where it flashed up. It says...
No.
I saw it flash up, it said it.
Okay, I need to change that because I want it in... on-screen display, there we go. There we go, kilometers per hour. Temperature, degrees Celsius, yep. Okay, thank you for noticing that because I'm used to seeing my speed in kph.
Yeah, I seen it when you were coming into the pits.
Alright. We'll just get it down to normal areas. I don't know why it's not giving me the pit lane speed limiter option. Maybe that it only gives you that during the race and the quali, maybe.
Possibly.
Which would be weird because you'd think you'd need to use your pit lane speed limiter coming into the pit lane at all times.
Well, common sense would dictate that.
Alright, so I'm going to make an executive decision. After I finish practice 2, we're going to take our first break of the broadcast for this race weekend, and we'll come back to you in practice 3 and qualifying. So I've got 10 minutes left in this session, and how long have we been going now?
Bear with me. We've been going for 54 minutes.
Alright, so we're going to try and wrap this up in 6 minutes with the race strategy being the last thing I'm going to tackle. I didn't even bother reading it, so I have no idea what the fuck I've got to do. I'm just going to drive and hope the fuck I get points. It's in that corner where I feel the body chassis roll, or whatever it's called, where it's just rolling into the corner better and points where I want it.
Ah, yeah, I get what you're on about.
It does it only a little bit into those faster corners, it's more pronounced into the slower corners. See? And I can just ease off the throttle and let it point where I want it to point, and then when it's pointing where I want it to point, I can get the acceleration going.
Yeah, you should be able to get on the acceleration early by doing it like that.
Yeah, so I've got the right, I think I've got the right setup to suit my style, so I feel I can be more aggressive and attack for lap time now. Whoops, we tried to get on the loud pedal too quickly there into 4th gear and ran a bit wide and hurt ourselves for lap time and pace. Yeah, cheeky corner cut there to make up for our previous mistake. Us Aussies like to take our freebies whenever we can get them.
We sure do.
Oh, you put on a free sausage sizzle and every cunt and his dog is down there.
Oh, don't even
Elbows
say that.
out,
My
mate.
soccer club does it all the time.
Cool.
but it's gonna have mustard and it's gonna have barbecue sauce.
Oh man, I don't think... Oh shit, we were in rich. We weren't in rich. So I failed on the first attempt. Got to check me fucking fuel mix. No wonder I was struggling on not gaining much on the straights. Here we go. Looking much better now.
A hell of a lot better.
Even that mistake was still ahead. Oh, was. Oh, that's much nicer on that corner. Oh, that's feeling so much nicer through there now. I think I've got...
You can tell that your driving style's getting a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the car a bit more now.
This is why we have practice sessions.
Oh, fuck. Tried to get too much pace into that one. Yeah, so we've got one more lap to have a crack at it. Oh no, they're giving us 5 laps now. You've got 5 laps to do it.
But do you have the fuel to do it?
Yeah, they give you the fuel because it's a practice session. Oh yeah. Chuck her in. Oh, I love that feeling. Chucking her in there feels so much better than in the 2016 car.
Oh, that's sexy.
Here we go. Up a good bit there. Can we put it all together, what we've learned from previous laps? Oh yeah, just held on to our nuts there. Held on to our dancing dingoes, you could say. Whoa, cheeky wall kiss. Whoa. Getting a bit leery. Really trying to flesh out the car as much as we can.
Oh, aggressive. We love aggressive driving.
Oh, fuck yeah. You have to be balls of steel and nerves of fucking titanium to drive in Australia, mate.
Well, as a famous video game character once said, I've got balls of steel.
There we go. We knocked it off. Points in the fucking bag. Huzzah. And
Huzzah.
coming to the wrap up now. Race strategy failed. Yeah, we got everything except for a fast lap sector 2, so we've done alright with the points. We picked up 30 there, 30 there, which I didn't expect to pick up, and 20 there. I'm happy with that. So let's accelerate the last little minute. So is there anything you want to ask me or talk to the audience about before we head off to end this episode?
So the big question on everyone's mind, and what's on my mind at the moment, is how does the Renault tie in with Tatarov Motorsport?
Yeah, so the backstory on me character's driver that Tomo was playing as is yeah, he's old man after making some good money, getting more profile as young Maximov Tatarov got up through the ranks into Formula 2. When after his first season in Formula 2 as a rookie, he came 5th in the championship with 1 win. He got a bit more money up his sleeve and decided to buy the team that his young fella was driving for, and put some investment, got some good people going, and already had a bit of partnership with Renault because was supplying them with some of their vodka drinks. It was one of the guys that worked for Renault preferred it, and so it was part of their catering. They gave them free vodka, and because they gave them some free vodka to their catering, to their hospitality unit, Reno turned around and go, "Oh yeah, right, yeah, we'll work with you and see if we can get a junior driver development going with you," and that's how he got he got a test drive with them for the 2017 season game, and yeah, and then we landed, and now here we are in our first race.
And what a race it was.
Alright, so Kimi Räikkönen topped the timesheets with a 125, Hulkenberg did a 127, and our fast lap was 130.1. Oh good
Ooh.
lord, we are off the pace. Yeah, but we can work on that, and that's only 2 seconds we gotta find to get on Hulkenberg.
Well, look on the bright side. Bright side being you're not last.
True, I did beat one person.
You're in a Sauber sandwich.
Yep. Alrighty, so when we get the next screen up, so we got some resource points. We're up 261 there now. Yeah, and that's how it stands. Alright, so is there anything you want to add before I do the sign off?
Well, I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to jump on your channel and well, I wouldn't say co-host.
Co-commentate.
Co-commentary, that's the one. To co-commentate.
Anyways, we'll be back in after a brief 20-minute-ish break. 20-minute-ish. Lovely English there.
Ish.
And yeah, we'll get a bit of drinks into us, refuel and re-energize, and we'll be back for practice 3 and qualifying, and then we'll have another break, and then we'll get straight into the race as a separate episode, breaking it up into 3 episodes, and I think that goes real nice because there's 3 days for a Grand Prix weekend, 3 episodes.
That's worked out fantastic.
Alright, so stone the flame and crows and tickle your dancing dingoes. I'm Tomo, and this has been Tomo and Benno from Cornerflag Games, and we'll catch you in the next episode coming up in about 20 minutes. So hold on to your nuts and all that jazz. Goodbye.